Hello everybody, welcome to Discovering in Color. I am the Gadget Man, and today we're going to talk about using wood pellets in a solo stove. Hey, welcome back, the Gadget Man here, and welcome to Discovering in Color. This is the channel that's designed to show you just how easy it is to have fun in the outdoors. Hey, today we're going to use my favorite little camping tool here, which is the Solo Stove Lite. And what it is, it's a 1 to 2 person camping stove. It uses natural materials directly from the woods. You just basically put sticks and twigs and whatnot in there, and this thing will just cook and it'll produce flame. And you can boil water inside of a pot if you have one with you. But it's a nice way that you don't have to carry any fuel, and everything is pretty much automatic. Well, not automatic, but you gotta go get the fuel, put it in, and get it to burn. But today what I want to do is talk about, I'd seen or heard about this before in the past, but I wanted to talk about how you use wood pellets inside this Solo Stove Lite. Because if you look on the inside here, the way this is designed, it's got the holes on the outside, so air comes in, gets preheated, comes out these holes here in the top, and that basically preheats the air and gives some post combustion, which helps the flame get even lighter. It also allows, you see there's a grating here, and that allows air to flow underneath, which makes the flame even brighter. Well, I've got these wooden pellets here, okay, and these are just wooden pellets out of a wood pellet stove. If you're going to get them and you want to use this in the summertime, buy some now, because come March or April they'll become hard to find. But right now, you go to any kind of a farm store or feed store, you should be able to find something like this. Tractor Supply, those type of places will have this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just take the wood pellets, I'm going to pour it inside. Now it's got that grating in there, and what's going to happen is the pellets will fall through the grate. However, remember, these aren't solid, so air will still be able to pass through these pellets and create a flame. So what I've done is I've filled up the Solo Stove with the wood pellets, and then I've got to light them. And let me show you the trick I have for lighting these wood pellets at the Solo Stove. I use this stuff right here, this gel Sterno fire starter instant flame. All you got to do is put some drops of this inside of your mixture here in the Solo Stove, light it up, and touche, you will have a fire very quick. So we're going to do that, and we'll kind of cut in and out to edit a little bit to make it a little bit quicker, so you don't have to sit there and watch me do it. So here we go. Here's the stove, and all we do is just squeeze some of this stuff, Sterno stuff, on here like so, and that's going to be enough in there to get this thing lit up. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to take some of these storm-proof matches, windproof matches, and we're just going to light it, put it in there, and get that gel on fire. Now the gel, because it's more of an alcohol base, you won't see a whole lot of flame in there, but it'll get it going. All right. So now what I've done is I put the match in there, and the match has lit that Sterno. And hold it a little bit closer so you can see it. But right now this thing is on fire, and it's going to light up those wood pellets, and it's going to be good enough to burn here. So right now you can't see the flame, but there's a good amount of heat coming off of that. You don't want to hold it. All right, so what we do is we're going to advance forward here a little bit and show you what it looks like once these wood pellets are actually on fire. We're also going to time this, okay? See how long it takes for the flame to get going, and really how long this thing will burn for. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes since we lit this, and right now the wood pellets have actually started to catch. As you notice, I'm wearing a glove here, because even though the cool air does come into these outside holes right here, this will get hot. So not the kind of thing that you want to be trying to hold or that you want to pick up once it's been lit. But what we've got now is we've got the wood pellets burning there, and probably in a couple more minutes this thing will be ready to actually boil water if that's what we were going to do. All right, so now what I've done is, since the pellets have caught here, I put on this little adapter on the top, which is basically our tray to put our pot on. So you can always get one of these little, this is a little 1 liter pot right here. Solo Stove sells them. The magic of these is that the stove itself and all of its attachments fit inside of this pot right here. So you don't have a lot of bulky materials here. But what you normally do is fill this up with water, or if you're going to cook or something like that, and all it does, it fits very nicely on top of the Solo Stove. And with this, you can cook, you can do whatever you need to do. It will develop soot on the bottom here. What I've done for all of my Solo Stove pots that I use I've coated them in a layer of dishwashing detergent, and what that does is that over time, instead of that soot building up and never coming off the stainless steel, if you put that on there, occasionally you can clean it. If it gets just a little too much for you, you can clean it off and you can get it back pretty much stainless steel clean again. The wood pellets here, they burn, and they don't, as you see, they're not producing a lot of smoke, which solar stove is not going to do, but they burn in such a way that they don't produce as much silt on here as just the regular pieces of wood and those type of things, mainly because it's very clean wood. So this is a setup for a solo stove right here. I've put about a half a liter of water inside of the pot here, and I want to kind of see how long it's going to take to go. So we're going to time this here. We'll skip forward, and I'll tell you about how long it took to boil about a half a liter of water with the solo stove lite and the wood pellets. Okay, we're about 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the boil itself right here. The wood is burning pretty good. We're getting a lot of secondary combustion. Those little holes in the top are starting to spit out some flame there. We're getting bubbles in the water, so everything's doing well. Let's see where it's getting warm. All right, come back in a few minutes, see how it does. Okay, it looks like we're about 15 minutes into the boil, and all of a sudden it started to smoke quite a bit like this. And when I took it off and took a look, it seems to me, check the heat, it looks like the wood pellets are pretty much almost played themselves out. So they lasted about 25 minutes. It took for all those wood pellets to pretty much, and it looks like they're pretty much down to charcoal now, so they're not producing a lot of heat. Now the water, let's see, so we actually did get some steam off the water, so it did get kind of warm. Okay, it's hot. It got hot. It didn't boil, but it did get hot, so it'd probably be enough to make some hot chocolate or something like that, but not hot enough to cook with. So after looking at this, my conclusion is that wood pellets probably aren't the best thing to burn in a solo stove, because I don't think they get hot enough and they don't seem to last long enough unless you add more wood pellets. But I wanted to really see what happened with that one bit of wood pellets that I did, how it would actually work on a solo stove. So not recommended. It's possible, but I don't recommend it. Hey, with that, that's Discovering in Color. If you like this little experiment that I did right here, please hit subscribe. I may try this another way. I might actually do a display with wood itself burning in here. Don't use pellets. But hey, Discovering in Color, thank you very much. I'll be back next week with another video on another cool, fun subject. So the Gadget Man, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Bye. See you on the trail.